Hey friends, it's Len here at 1A Auto. Today I'm working on a 2007 Toyota FJ Cruiser. I'm going to show you how to remove the forward drive shaft. If you need any parts, you can always check us out at 1AAuto.com. Thanks.
Okay, so these bolts right here, they go through the drive shaft yoke, through the yoke on the differential, and then on the back side, there's a 14mm nut. So I'm going to hold that with my wrench, and then I'm going to zip this side out with a 14mm socket. You can use whatever you've got. I'm going to use a swivel socket and an air gun. If you don't have access to that, use a 14, whatever you've got. You do the same for all those. I just want to show you, you want to make sure that you mark where your two pieces came apart from each other, so you can remember and put them back exactly where you got them from. So I'm just going to use a little crayon. You can use whatever you've got, nail polish, paint, I don't know, lipstick, whatever you get your hands on. Mark it, and then continue on. There we are. Put that on there, put it aside somewhere. All right, so this is pretty much ready to break free. All I'm gonna do is I'm gonna take the drive shaft, give it a little squish, slide it over. That's my plan. Squish, slide it over. Cool, now we can come over here. We're gonna remove this bolt. That's gonna take down this shield. It'll give us access to right under here where there's a 14 and a 17. So let's get these out of here real quick and we'll move along. So here we go. 12mm, 12mm. Use your ratchet, use your air gun, use whatever you want. Let's see if we can get it to break free here. A little bit of vibration helps. Leave that one in a little bit. Give this a bonk. We're gonna fully remove this one. Show you what it looks like. There it is. Bolt number 2, same as the first. Remove our little shield. Nothing too special about it. I mean, it's very special in its own way. 17 on the back side there. 14. Let's see if we can break it free. Pretty tight. Let's use some penetrant on them. We'll let it sit for a second. Get the shaft spinning here. Okay, we'll let that sit for a second. Something that's also important to remember is you want to mark your drive shaft where it came off. So if you could just put a little, I don't know, paint, lipstick, crayon, whatever you've got, just mark it. So when you go to put it back on, you know exactly where it came off and you can put it back on. We'll let that sit for a second and then maybe we'll try an extension with a little air gun blast here, see if I can break them free, or maybe I'll try with a wrench real quick as well. So here we go, 17 on the back side, 14. Ah, yeah. That's some penetrant for you right there. Nice. Grab my ratchet wrench. thick to fit in there, of course. Doesn't feel like I have to hold the 17 side. Let's see. Once I get this off of here, behind that, a washer. Keep those together. Each nut should get a washer. We'll keep this puppy rolling around in a circle here. Hopefully unjammed. Next. Last one here. Getting this nut off of here. Okay. Last nut. Let's grab the washer off of there. Need a magnet for that, helps me at least. There. Cool. Just gonna see if we could break it free. Let's see what I can do here. Not much space to get in there, but I think I can do it. Seems like it's starting to. Side's breaking free. And what we gotta do, come up here. We're gonna put this part of the drive shaft up as high as we can get it. So it's sitting up on top of there. And now this is gonna come out of there. That's my plan. Okay. Try to grab this shaft. Try to get it around the tranny over here. By turning the U-joint. Try to sneak it up. Now we've removed our front drive shaft. So when you have your drive shaft out, it's always important to check your U-joints. That's these right here. It makes it so this can do this. The way you do that is by trying to twist. Grab this one and go like that, okay? If you feel it go, then odds are the U-joint, which is this right here, is no good, okay? If you get a little bit of movement by squishing the caps, let's see if I can bring it down. Going like this, you get a little bit of, just a teeny bit. That's really not too bad. If you have a lot and it seems like it's really loose and wobbling around, then it's no good. Also, if this is stiff, you feel it's nice and loose, and then it goes tight, loose, like that. You've got bad rollers inside your caps there, okay? So you'd want to replace your U-joint. These U-joints on the FJs, come on then, there it is. Got a little grease fitting for you, okay? So every time you're doing an oil change or you just want to get under there, you can always put grease in these, super important. The rear area of the drive shaft right here has one. When you pump this full of grease, it fills up this area right here and makes it so this can slide. This one doesn't look like it's been done in a little while, so I'm gonna make sure that I grease that up. I'll show you a video on that. And then of course we've got the rearward U-joint right there. We'll give that a little twist. Feels nice and tight. Feels nice and tight. Go like this.
I don't feel any binding, right? It's not like tight, loose, okay? This feels great. I'm gonna go ahead and reinstall this into the vehicle and we'll move along. Okay, time for the install. We've got our forward drive shaft, safety glasses, hand protection. I'm just gonna slide it in as far as we can go up there. Let's see if I can get it. We need it to go far enough so we can get this up here, right? Let's see what we can do. Of course, it came out a little easier than it's gonna go in. Typical, right? Just use a little bit of brute force. Not so much. Okay. Baby, a little twist. Just like anything else, when the stars align. Cool. Glasses are fogging up a little bit. If you wanted to use thread locker on these, you could. It's your prerogative. I would probably recommend it. For the purpose of this video, I'm not gonna worry about it. Next, I'm gonna find my little crayon. I'm gonna find it on my drive shaft that I removed. Get this thing spinning. There it is. Kind of rubbed off a little bit, but I'm not worried about it. Slide right on there. We've got our nut, got our little washer. We're gonna start all 4 of these on before we tighten any of them down, okay? Each nut gets a washer. So if you end up with an extra washer at the end, well, you know what you're gonna have to do. So I'm gonna go ahead and tighten these up. Almost there. Tight. Let's get this puppy turning. Actually, we'll bring it around. We'll try to skip, okay? Do every other one. Basically, just go crisscross here. Make a little X. Almost there. Okay, we tightened all 4 of those. We can go ahead and put the shield on if you want, or you can move ahead and just start the front on. Let's do the shield. You can use a little bit of never sees. You don't have to. It's your prerogative. Maybe you don't have any. Grab our 2 bolts, 12mm heads, right? They're both the same. Grab our shield. Get that in there. Get both of these started before we tighten either of them. Okay. Both started. Let's tighten them up. 12mm. That's pretty good.
Those are tight. Now you want to pay special attention. Make sure when you're removing the bolts, if your bracket twisted and this is hitting up against your exhaust or even really close to it, just bend it away. It's fairly flexible. You can do what you want, okay? That looks good. I've got plenty of space all the way around. I'm not anywhere near my drive shaft yoke. Looks good. Let's move ahead. Okay, so we've got bolts and a nut, right? Oh yeah, washer. We're gonna line up our crayons. Okay, get our bolt, a nut, and of course a washer. We're gonna go through the drive shaft and then through the yoke. We've got our yellow lines, or whatever color you used, our markings, we'll say, lined up. If you want to use some thread locker, it's up to you. Purpose of this video, I'm not gonna worry about it. Once again, just need to see if I can get it started back there. Can't see it, so there we go. I'm gonna start all my bolts before I tighten any of them down, but I am gonna get it pretty close. The reason for not tightening it down first is because if I need to shift it a little bit to line up the holes, I don't wanna have that nice and tight and make it so I can't do what I need to do. I'm gonna put that down there for now. Grab another one. Here we go. We'll use our 14. Just gonna try to see if I can grab onto that nut back there. Use a 14 on the forward side, or I guess the rearward side. And tighten this right down. Once I get this tight, I'm gonna do the same thing to the other three. Tight. Very nice. Let's do the other three. Yeah. Nice and tight. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay. All four are nice and tight. Perfect.
Thanks for watching. Visit 1aauto.com, your place for DIY auto repairs, for great parts, great service, and more content.